Talk health. Talk wealth. Talk politics. Talk 1470 and 95.3 FM. WNN.
Hello, and welcome to the BeckyinBoca show. Tonight, I have a very interesting guest. My guest is Joe Aliotta. Am I saying that right?
Aliotta,
And
close enough.
The reason I invited you here is I want you to help me with my posture.
Well, you and millions of others.
I've talked to you about this before.
Yes.
And I know you have a whole theory about it. And I'm convinced it's not just exercise, because I usually exercise 90 minutes a day, and I still find myself hunching over at times. So I want you to correct my posture. And tell us a little bit about yourself, too.
Well, I've been a massage therapist for about 30-something years, and became an aquatic instructor, and I was the director at the Boca YMCA for 3 years back in the 80s.
Okay.
So exercise specialist, massage therapist, aquatic therapy, and it's all about using the body, and it's all about...
I'm trying to sit real straight because I'm sitting across from you, but I don't normally. I find myself...
Exactly. It's just a matter of, like I said in my little handout here.
You gave me a handout.
It's an attitude. It's just an attitude, especially if you're uncomfortable, and you can't, and you're finding that you're not getting enough air into your body. The brain is
when you sit up.
Try it. Slump. Go down to some. Take a deep breath.
That feels comfortable, though.
Yeah, right. Take a deep breath.
Yeah.
Cannot do it.
It's so hard that when I'm sitting on my computer to sit properly.
Yes. Now, if you had a pillow behind you,
that helps.
That would kind of help. Yeah. And that would force you. Sometimes people sit on the edge of the chair. If you sit too far forward, if you're kind of sitting on the edge of the chair, you have a better chance.
Okay, see, I'm going to improve my posture. This is it. Now I'm telling everybody, so I got to do it.
Let me tell you don't tell you the one place. Elevate. Once you elevate that point, then you take the rib cage off of the diaphragm. Okay. You get more air in your body, and then just think about your head going off of your shoulders, and your elbows going down.
Oh, okay.
And you'll feel that.
Yeah, I do.
That's right.
I might not need a neck lift now. Okay, so.
And it's all about making yourself bigger. It's all about making yourself taller.
But I feel like I can't stay here for a long time because I won't be comfortable.
But you will. It's just like if you're an exerciser, you don't have the endurance. You didn't have the endurance back there that you have now. Right. So it's something.
I'll learn.
Yes,
the more
you'll
I
learn.
do this.
So that when you're not up here like this, your body will say, "What's wrong?" If you're slumping, your body's going to come back to where.
What about when I'm sitting on the couch watching TV?
Well, I mean, for brief periods of time, it's okay. Be comfortable. Be happy.
But what I noticed, the reason I'm concerned is, I do a lot of videos and things about cosmetic procedures and women making themselves look better and younger. But even if someone has the best plastic surgery, if they're walking around like this,
exactly,
it's worth nothing.
Right.
Because that people see an old
and you're
sick
not getting
person.
You're not getting the liters of oxygen in your body that your brain and skin needs. You're not getting all that breath, all that, And so it's about breath. It's about movement and nutrition.
But now, how do we prevent the spine from actually curving?
Just by
holding it up?
Yeah, by holding it up. It's an attitude. Okay. It's an attitude. I'm wearing great clothes. I just had my hair done. I've just had a complete makeup. Now I want to look good too.
It's more important than all of that, I think.
Yes, yes, because you can have none of that and yet be erect and look alert, and look like you're on top of
and look young.
Yes, yes, and so it's basically an attitude, and eventually, like I describe in this little thing here, the consequences of poor posture will be compression, loss of mobility. We get round-shouldered, and the things that you do when you exercise can contribute to your problem. If you're doing a lot of chest work, if you're doing a lot of push-ups,
I've been doing the rower lately, and I'm wondering about that.
Yeah, well, the rower is great because you use the back muscles.
Good. Okay,
the back muscle. You want to get the back muscles to pull you open here. What happens is that we become round. We hug with the steering wheel.
And we're always with our phones.
Yeah, and we're over here. I call it eye neck.
Yeah. Eye neck.
Eye neck.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna have people with eye necks now.
Yes.
They're gonna get the because they're down all the time.
They're
like
always
that.
looking like this.
That's right.
And
after a
I'm
while, and
guilty
your
of
body
that too.
forms
Well, how
like
am I
that.
supposed to do it?
Yes, up.
So hold it up?
Hold it up. Hold it up in front of you like that.
It's gonna
and
take
drop
me a
your
while to get
eyes.
used to
Drop
that,
your
but-
eyes down, but keep
but
your
not
head.
your-
But keep your head focused. Yeah.
Okay.
Should always have, even when you're lying down, your spine should always be straight. If you're lying on your side, you just need a pillow of about 2 inches to keep you from dropping down or going up like that.
Oh.
So the spine
You wanna
should
keep it
always be straight. And when the spine is straight, then the nerves coming out of the spine aren't impinged. Because if you're off to one side, then this side here is being pinched. The nerves that emanate out from the spine then are crunched. This side is elongated, and so you're going to get this. After a while, you will become what you are. What,
The way you-
Yeah, the way you sit, the way you live.
No, I've been sitting straight for about 10 minutes. I'm tired now.
Yes. And then you know what? And then slump down, take a couple of breaths, and then go back into it again. It's something that develops. Those
So the more I do
erectospinae,
it-
those muscles in your back, they're called the erectospinae.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they get tired. They'll get fatigued because you're not used to it. And you see people with that rounded back.
Yes.
And all those ligaments along the spine then, when you
And the
become
shoulders
when you
rounded.
become 55, 65, 70 years old, you're gonna have impaired breathing. You're gonna have discomfort in your chest. You're gonna feel compressed. Your ribs won't be able to expand. When you take a big deep breath, your ribs are meant to expand.
Right.
There's muscles in between there. If they get locked down, you won't be able to take a deep breath any longer.
Okay, now what about when you stand? Are you supposed to have a curve in your back?
Yes.
So your butt's supposed to stick out.
Not stick out. It's supposed to be mobile. In other words, if you can move it, there's a you can even do it here. Just kind of rock on your sit bones.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, you rock on your sit bones, and so that kind of mobility brings blood and fluids into the spine. The trick is to keep the spine mobile,
Okay.
side to side, bending over and back, and rotationally.
Okay.
Once that happens, once you create,
So how do you do that? You do this with exercises?
Yes, just simple movements. I hold on to the chair here, and I bring myself around.
Oh, that feels good, actually.
Yeah, and I hold myself there. Then I come back, inhale,
Okay.
and exhale. Same side,
Oh.
same side, and the head and eyes.
Has to go that way too?
Yes, the whole spine, head and eyes. Use
Feel
it.
it. Yeah, I feel it all the way up my spine.
Yes. And then
Okay.
come back, inhale, and then go back into it, exhale. Don't push. As soon as you feel the difference, as soon as you feel the change from here, and you feel anything in your back, that's when your body is telling you, that's my limit. So respect the limit, come back to the original position, and resume and go back to it again. And you'll find that after 3, 4, or 5,
have
you're going to
more.
be, yes, you're going to have more range of motion. That means that the muscles around your spine, those little rotator muscles and multifidi, they're going to be able to expand just like every other tissue. They expand and give you more range of motion.
So
which
I
then-
should do this every day?
Yes, and over, and bending over. So you want to get the spine going over and back and over and back, rotation, and then holding on to here, reach and over to the side. And reach
So
up,
you're
reach up
moving
first,
this-
reach
oh,
up
okay.
first. Really go for it, even more, and now slowly go over.
Ah, this feels good.
Yeah. As you exhale, then you come back, take a big deep breath. So the rhythm is your breath. You
Yeah,
exhale
you were
on the
talking about
stretch.
the breath. So you exhale on the stretch.
Yes, exhale on the stretch. Inhale. Now, if you put that hand on this, there you go. Now go over.
Oh, yeah. So how many minutes should I spend doing these?
Not much, maybe about 8. Do about 8 of them.
And you do this every day?
Yeah, a couple of times a day.
And that'll...
Oh, especially if my back is bothering me. Oh, yeah. When your back talks to you, when you have discomfort, or if you have some kind of symptom in your body wants a conversation. Hello, Joe. Hello, Becky. It's trying to get your attention. So what you do is you go to it. Most people, lay people, when they get that symptom, they start walking around like Frankenstein for
Right.
fear. Fear gets in the way of their healing.
So you gotta
what you
stretch it
want to
out.
do is,
Move it.
I'll give you another concept, the sponge. How do you clean a sponge? Under a faucet. You squeeze and relax. So what you just did, you elongated, you opened up,
Mm-hmm.
and then you came back and you squeezed and opened and squeezed. open and squeeze. So you change the environment within the tissue. You bring more blood and oxygen to the tissue. You elongate. You get rid of any waste products that may have been deposited, especially if it's overworked or if it hasn't been moved in a while. It's static.
So when people get really stiff in their back, that's
when you have to move. Sit, turn, even if it's an inch. If you feel anything, stop, come back to neutral, and go back again to it. And you'll find that after about 6 or 7, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. The muscle is now getting that, but it's sponging, it's cleaning out.
Okay.
Okay? That's a very important concept.
Better.
It's a very important
concept.
concept.
Look how I'm sitting.
It's a very important concept.
So the idea is you want to have a lot of room between.
Stay upright from this point right here. Elevate this point here. Keep your eyes straight ahead. Get your head off your shoulders. Elbows down. When people have their arms, see how my shoulders are up in the air with my arms.
Shoulders have to be low.
See, I have my elbows on the armrests. Mm-hmm. My shoulders are elevated.
Right.
And what a difference when you drop down. Mm-hmm. Now your head
that
goes
makes all
up.
This.
Yes. And you want to open this up. So there's a doorway stretch. What you can do is stand in the doorway and just kind of go forward and come back.
To stretch this out?
Exactly.
I do that on the in the gym with those, what are those things are called? TRX.
Okay.
And I hold on to each handle and just pull forward.
There you go. Now what you got to do is come forward. Yeah, what you got to do is come forward.
Oh, I don't do that part.
The sponge part. So now you got to close it up and then open it up again. So you replenish.
Oh, that's what I'm not doing.
That's right.
I'm just doing the forward stretch.
Yeah, no, you got to come back and forth. Get up and do a spiral.
And move.
I think
I'm going to try this. I really am.
Yeah.
Because I have been wanting to improve my posture. I've been working on it for years.
It's just a matter of attitude.
And I always go back into, particularly being here now, I have the screen and I see myself hunching over and I hate it. So I really, really want to fix this.
Think about your ribs expanding this way and front and back. Think about yourself getting bigger. Think about your head going up, your shoulders going down.
Okay, shoulders down.
Yeah.
Head up.
Head up.
Tilted up, not down.
There you go. And if you can, do a shoulder roll.
Okay. And then I like the fact about the hips, you need to move that.
Yeah, well, what you want, it's like riding a horse. You go horseback riding?
No.
Okay. Well, if you went horseback riding, you know that you have to go with the horse. So that means getting your pelvis, rocking your pelvis back and forth.
That feels good, actually. Okay.
And then that's for the lumbar region, and then this is mostly for the thoracic region.
I'm going to do this one.
And then for the there, and your eyes, look.
That way?
Yeah, there's muscles in your eyes.
Oh.
So get the cervical spine around, and look as you exhale. You're stretching, so you're exhaling.
I exhale when I'm stretching?
That's right. And then come back, take your breath. And when you're out of air, don't hold your breath. Never hold your breath. The rhythm is your breathing. As you exhale, nice long exhale while you hold a stretch. And inhale front.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to work on this. Next time you see me, I'm going to have excellent posture.
Okay, do the doorway stretch.
Okay.
And the doorway stretch, you have to do different heights.
Okay.
Your arms have to be in different heights in order to get the pectoral muscle.
I've been doing a backwards doorway stretch and then leaning forward, but you're saying
think about the humerus, this bone here, down here, up here, and then above, because you have 3 sections to the pectoralis major.
Okay.
And they all have to be stretched. So the lower.
So I do it at 3 different levels.
That's right. Okay. Or you can do it inch by inch by inch. I go up, I go in, go up an inch or 2, go up another inch or 2.
I'm going to start doing all these.
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
Yes.
It's been very interesting.
You're
and
very
like I
welcome.
said, I've been wanting to learn this from you for a while, and this time I'm going to do it. And if anyone wants to get a hold of you, do you have a business? Or?
561-488-1008.
Okay. You have been watching and listening to The Becky and Boca Show. Tune in every Thursday night at 6 p.m. to discover all the ways to spoil yourself and have a good time in beautiful Boca Raton. See you next week.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers.